What's going on, guys? In this video, we are going to talk about the best blood pressure monitor for your home. Now, generally, again, this is a fitness and lifestyle product review channel, so I do a lot of fitness primarily, and products and fitness information and whatnot. But again, being a lifestyle channel, I do cover that stuff as well. I feel like this falls in the whole health realm, which is, again, another facet of what we do here. I think it's important to pay attention to your health. So let's talk about why you would want a blood pressure monitor first and foremost. If you're young and whatnot, it may not make sense to have one of these, and I kind of didn't understand the need for it. My wife always had a blood pressure machine around, and I didn't quite understand why she always needed one in the house. Her mother was a nurse, and her mother would consistently check our blood pressure when we were at the house and visiting and stuff like that, check our temperature. She just kind of had an OCD, which we thought was cute, but it kind of went over to my wife, and it's just a matter of making sure that things are kind of running smoothly. Now, for the average person, I think you're supposed to just check your blood pressure once or twice a year. Now, there are times that a doctor will tell you, due to some medication they're trying out on you, or if you're pregnant, or for whatever other reasons, a doctor may want you to monitor your blood pressure at home and give them the numbers and whatnot, or just keep an eye on your blood pressure. So there are reasons why you would check it more frequently. Now, of course, I'm not a doctor, so I can't give you the medical reasons, but I can tell you that there are reasons. For those various reasons, or if you're just somebody who just wants to have the machine in your house so you don't have to book a physical, which you still should do, okay? You still need to go in for other things when it comes to physical, but you just want to, like, once or twice a year, or even maybe once a month, check your blood pressure, make sure everything's going smoothly, or you're trying a new diet, for whatever reason, guys. You know, if you want to have a blood pressure machine in your house, then it's a matter of having a decent one. Now, these are the blood pressure monitors that you usually see in homes. Most people have the affordable ones, okay? And this is a piece of junk. Okay, I hate this thing. This thing goes on your wrist, okay, like this, and then you check your blood pressure. I don't even want to do it. The numbers are so high on this thing. It's never accurate. It's trash, okay? But this is what my wife used for years. Then Bob and Brad created this one, and if you've been on my channel, you know I'm a huge fan of Bob and Brad. I do have a multitude of their products. So they sent me this. This is like a legitimate blood pressure monitor. Okay, you've got your cuff and you've got your monitor device here. It's very simple. The instructions are simple. So we strap up. Now, as you put the strap on, you want to make sure that this tube runs down the arm on the inside, along this vein here. It's all in the instruction manual. It's simple. From there, you just hit the button.
Attention, please. Please keep silent and relax. Keep the cuff at heart level. Start measurement now. Your systolic blood pressure is 112 millimeter of mercury pillar. Your diastolic blood pressure is 75 millimeter of mercury pillar. Your heart rate is 67 beats per minute. Measurement over. According to the World Health Organization standards, the measurement result is normal. Thanks for using. Wishing you good health.
All right, so I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it talks. So it tells you if you're normal, high, or not. If it's high, it gives you flashes a warning. Your heart rate. It's a very nice display, very clear. The cuff doesn't get too tight. Everything about it, this is very well made. Very simple use. Now, when you're checking your blood pressure, you want to do it at least 3 times to kind of get like a ballpark figure, like get a middle ground there. You never just want to take the first reading. This machine reminds me of like drugstores. I used to always just check my blood pressure there, stick my hand in the cuff or whatnot. So this is ultimately what it reminds me of. Okay, so there's not a lot more for me to talk about when it comes to the product. It's a heart rate monitor. Is it well made? Yes, it's well made. It has a great display. It's very simple to use, so of course ease of use, and it's extremely affordable. So it's just the best heart rate monitor I've ever seen for a house. I usually see some kind of like janky product like this, or something that's a little more intricate that's either unnecessary or hard to use. All around, I love this product as far as a heart rate monitor goes. If you're looking for a heart rate monitor, I recommend this one. Again, ease of use, affordability, and quality of build. So one last story. The other night, I was like, well, why would I need a heart rate monitor? I hear it and there, I check it, but it's not something I feel is something I need to regularly check. But my wife was having some chest pains, and she was uncomfortable, and I thought maybe she had strained something in chest. We work out a lot. I wasn't quite sure, but she's one of the people who check her heart rate constantly. Excuse me, her blood pressure. So she checked her blood pressure, and it was through the roof. It flashed red, and it told her it was extremely high and she needed to notify a doctor. So she got, through our insurance, she called the doctor. I don't know if you call him an online doctor. She called the doctor, and the doctor spoke to her, and then they talked through all the symptoms, and it turned out she had GERD, and she had a medication to take that was going to bring that down. So GERD being like a form of acid reflux and whatnot, and it just had caused her body to panic and then ended up with a blood pressure spike. But had she not had this machine to check it, we would have run to like the ER and probably thought she was having a more severe situation. But it was just good to have this, and so then they wanted her to monitor her blood pressure as she was taking these different pills to kind of get the GERD under control, and then her blood pressure come back down, and when it was normal, then she was safe. And then for peace of mind, she was panicking, not knowing what was going on, so then there was anxiety. But by continuing to check her blood pressure and seeing her blood pressure come back down, she was able to temper her anxiety. And then, of course, over the course of a day, maybe a day and a half, the GERD kind of subsided and everything, and she was back to normal. So I say all that to say you never know when you might need one, so it's just something handy to have around, whether it's just you and a spouse, or especially you and a family. So if you're in the market, I recommend this Bob and Brad heart rate monitor. Give it a try, guys. As always, if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe so we keep this thing going, and we will see you in the next video.